Your white friends will always disappoint you.
You fucking lied, you dumbass nigga!
Let's talk about it. I have a white mother and I grew up in a predominantly white city and I attended predominantly white schools. And so many of like my formative friendships and romantic relationships were with white people who did inevitably and always end up disappointing me. Within each and every one of these relationships, something like totally cataclysmic, whether small or large, inevitably and always happened, which I have now termed the great disappointment, which was like a moment where I felt totally let down by that person. It follows a quasi script, right? Like the person that I'm friends with or involved with is always progressive and an avowed Democrat, a person who would have voted for Obama for a third term, who is like anti-racist, who is pro-black, at least they say they are, but inevitably they make a misstep, they say something harmful, they do something harmful that they don't even realize is bad, and then it creates this like massive gulf between who you thought they were and who they actually are. Right, like on a totally random day, in a totally random circumstance, they do something, say something that like hurts you and it like cuts you really deep and it's profoundly disappointing. And then suddenly you have one of two options. The first really is to say, hey, that like really hurt my feelings, and then have to step them through the macro or microaggression they committed and then contend with the possibility that they'll like fight you on it, or B, say nothing and disappoint yourself, right? Like in my own personal life, it was a person in my law school class with whom I thought I was really great friends, remaining silent, not doing anything when a professor said very loudly that only recently the black students got good at law school, right? Like no one said anything, my friend didn't say anything. Or that time a very long time ago when an ex-partner like heard someone call me a racial slur at a club and didn't say anything about it, and then was confused why I was upset with him later on. Or the time during high school when I got into a slew of Ivy League colleges and my good friend, this guy who I thought we were like really close with, he told me that I got in because of affirmative action and no one else blinked an eye, right? Like it's these profoundly sad, disappointing, confronting moments where someone that you trusted says something really harmful and then suddenly you feel otherwise. You're totally different from them and maybe they don't understand you at all. And these moments, which happen like all of the time, I'm sure to you, and they've happened to me, are insidious precisely because like the white person doesn't really know that that's what's happening, right? Like because these micro and macroaggressions, these moments of racism don't happen to them ever, they're totally blind to them. They don't see them happening and they don't know what they are or what they mean. So when you call it out, they're kind of like, okay, whatever. This recently happened again, and I'm wondering as I deal with it, if that's something that you've dealt with too. All right, love you lots, bye.